Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler book review on Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Now, as a disclaimer, I just want to say that I actually own this book. I purchased it myself. This is the American hardback edition published by McElderry Books. It's got a very metallic sheen in it, and I really like these editions. I got them from the book depository and it was around £12 I think at the time, and I just think they're really nice editions. And what I like is that you can literally open it on any page and it will just stay open. So I'll just like share it with you, and I really like that you don't have to worry about the paperbacks and bending the paperbacks, and they just stay in absolutely fantastic condition. I've had this for a few years now, like I say, because I bought it around the time that everyone was reading this on BookTube, and I've just literally pretty much this year got around to reading it, and I feel really bad that I haven't, because this book was really enjoyable, and now I can join the bandwagon on the Infernal Devices. So this is book number 1 that's in the trilogy. We have book number 2, which is Clockwork Prince. Book number 3 is Clockwork Princess. I've heard that the third book is very tearful. Now, Cassandra Clare, she has written other books as well. She's written loads of books in the Shadowhunter world. She's very famous in the world of readers. She's written the Mortal Instruments series, which consists of several books, and then we've got the Infernal Devices, and now we've got the Dark Artifices series. I'm slowly working my way through in publishing order of these books until the release of the latest book that's in the Dark Artifices series, and I'm very excited to dive into it. There are kind of spoilers that are in like the latest series, which is why I'm reading it in order so that I don't get spoiled. I nearly read City of Heavenly Fire, and I was told there's kind of spoilers from this trilogy in there, so I stopped. So I've started from the beginning. I'm rereading the Mortal Instruments series, and I'm also slotting this in as well. So I'll be moving on from this to City of Fallen Angels, which is right here behind me, and I can't wait. So what I really like about Cassandra Clare is her writing style. I find it really easy, and her chapters are usually around like 25 to 30 pages long, sometimes a little bit longer, but I find that I fly through her chapters. This is a big and bulky book. It's nearly 500 pages actually, but I didn't find it to be like really worrying. I didn't feel like it was defeating me. I just sort of like plowed through it at a really big pace. Like I read like half of it in one chunk, and then when I got back into it I then read the next half. So really I've read this in only a few sittings, which is really good for me because I'm a very slow reader, but I absolutely love her writing style. In general, I really liked the storyline of this book. So this is basically the Shadowhunter world that's based sort of more into the past, but with the London Institute. We have Tessa Gray, who is sort of like taken away. She believes that she's trying to find her brother, but she's then held hostage, and she's used for this powerful ability where she can sort of like shape shift into like other people. And then she stumbles across Will and Jem, who are from the Institute, and they sort of like protect her as well as helping her find her brother, and they just sort of like go on a venture together to try and find her brother. And there are just like this mysterious like big guy that's involved that has the brother hostage, and that's all I'm gonna say from there, because I don't want to spoil like who the big person is and any other big reveals. But all I would say is, with everything that happened, I was kind of like shocked along the way because I was reading it for the first time, and I didn't see the twists and turns that were coming around the corner. And I will say that the last few chapters of this book were my favourite of all, because they were very fast paced. There was so much happening. There were like casualties, there was battles, and there was just so much like, oh my god, they've got to get to there like so quickly, and they've got to get to there, and they've got to stay safe, and oh yeah, just so much happened. And then there's a little epilogue at the back of this book, and it leaves on the cliffhanger, ready for you to want the next book that's in the trilogy. So I am so desperate to read Clockwork Prince, but I'm reading in publication order, so City of Fallen Angels and Mortal Instruments, and then I'll come back to this. But oh my god, the ending, love it. So character wise, I really liked Tess as a character. I thought she was quite likeable in the sense I liked following her character story. And then we have William, who was quite moody and dark and mysterious, but I kind of like that in male characters, and I totally shipped Will and Tessa from the very beginning. Like, you know when you just meet two characters and you just ship them together. And I did kind of ship another couple of characters as well, and it could possibly happen, but I don't really know like where it goes, but I just ship them. I ship them so bad, and oh yeah, just love it so much. But Jem has got to be my most favourite character of all. I found that he had a massive heart. He is so caring. He was always there for Tessa whenever she needed a friend and a shoulder to cry on and someone there. Whenever she was just sort of feeling lonely, he just would appear. It's like he knew that she needed somebody. And if Jem was ever a person in real life, I would just love him as best friend, because he was just absolutely awesome and I loved him so much. And then we have Jessamine, who I'm not entirely sure if I like. She's another shadow hunter, but she's a female. She comes across as quite sassy and very confident in herself. However, she can be kind of like spiky in like the way she says things, and so I'm not entirely sure my opinion on her at the moment. I don't either love or hate her, so she's a little bit, but you never know, she could end up coming out and surprising me. So in the end, I gave this book 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I loved it so much. I just loved the characters, I loved the storyline, I like how it flowed, and the feeling at the end of the book, I was just like, whoa, I need the next book. I really enjoyed this book. I found it really adventurous, and normally I don't really like historical fiction sort of books, and this is sort of based in the past London, like the past shadow hunters. So like we're going back in time into the shadow hunter world, and I just found that I really enjoyed going back in time and learning about it, and I really liked the storyline of it. It kind of had a little weird sort of futuristic twist to it, which is like what I liked as well. Love the cover to these books, guys. Like there's Big Ben there, and this is obviously William, and I just love it so much. And these little cog things will come into the book. If you haven't read it already, I don't want to tell you, I don't want to spoil you on anything, but they have significance. And then we have the little Clockwork angel, which takes place in the book as well. It has some importance, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So all in all, guys, thoroughly enjoyed it. Really recommend it. If you guys haven't read this, which I will be surprised, because you know everyone's pretty much read this book at the moment, but you know, I kind of wouldn't be surprised because then I haven't read it, and there's also new people that start to read as well. So I totally recommend that you read this. However, when it comes to, if you haven't read any of these books in any of the series, read it in publication order, because it will all make sense, and then you won't get spoiled on things that happen, you won't be confused. So I totally recommend reading the first 3 books that are in the Mortal Instruments series, and then going to this book, then going to the 4th book, then going to the 2nd book, then going to the 5th book, and then the 3rd and final book in the trilogy, and then finally City of Heavenly Fire. It makes sense, you will understand completely. So yes, love this book, it's awesome, totally recommend it. That is the end of my non-spoiler book review on Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Do give me a thumbs up if you have. If you guys have read this book, do let me know down below in the comments what you thought about it. Or if you haven't yet, do let me know down below as well. Even if you loved it, even if you hated it, it doesn't matter. That's the whole point of reading books. We're all going to have likes and dislikes in this community, which I think is absolutely great. Let me know your arguments and your comments and your thoughts and what you liked and stuff. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. So keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name's Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!